Heidi-ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Squeeze the World Presents Fez, and when we last left off, we were in an incredibly different place. I came back to the industrial area here because of this bit. Now, let me just make sure. Okay. You see, I had done some, I'd gotten a lot of gameplay done in my practice playthrough yesterday, Friday, and, I learned that even though the walkthrough that I'm using to base my notes off of as I play through my practice file says that basically when you get to the end of the game, you're meant to be missing one. When I say the end of the game, I mean the end of the first playthrough. When you get to the end of the first playthrough, according to that, if you follow that walkthrough like I am, you're meant to be missing one bit. You can't have all 32 cubes. You've got to be because there's one bit that you're not going to be able to get until you start collecting anti-cubes and stuff. And I found that when I got to that part, the end of the first playthrough, I had 2 bits missing. And sure enough, when I was going through and checking out my my map, that area was missing a bit. There was a bit that I hadn't gotten, so I have it now. Because I know I should have gotten suspicious about it, considering that I was missing that bit, and yet all of my bits so far have, like, matched up with my notes perfectly. So I should be 1 bit ahead of the notes that I have currently now. So that all works out. Now, when we last left off, we had unveiled a pretty big secret for the game. Basically, the meaning of the little Tetris shapes. And I realized that when I was going through my my practice playthrough, I think I was going to go to the clock tower area first. From here, that's not it. That's the throne room. When I was doing my practice playthrough, I realized I jumped the gun on explaining that myself. There is actually a room a little bit later on that will show us how the Tetris blocks are meant to be interpreted. So, I mean, I'll still point it out when we get to it. It's kind of hard to miss, but I guess that just means that in this particular Let's Play, I have already explained that to you, and that's just how it is right now. So fair enough. But we are about to unveil... Damn it! With these squishy blocks. I don't like these squishy blocks very much. Anyway, as I was saying, we are about to pretty much unveil another interpretation secret. Hopefully that secret is how to jump on these blocks properly, because I can't seem to do that now. Because now that one doesn't want to move, and the upper one I can't get to. So we're off to a great start. I should have... And I won't grab onto the ledge. Okay, this is... Why won't you grab onto the ledge? Why won't you grab on to the ledge? Like that. And then completely overshoot your jump. This is going to be like the entire video here, folks. This is not what I intended. And I've got some timing puzzles to go through after this, so that's going to be fun to do. He lied. Timing puzzles that I already had did, but because I had to backtrack for that bit, now I have to do them again, and that's not exactly how I wanted this to play out, unfortunately. But, c'est la vie. So, let's head back up here, quickly. But I did get a whole lot of gameplay done in my practice run. I'm into the second quote-unquote playthrough now, so I have more than enough notes to get a lot of progress done in the game. I don't know if I'll be going through all of the notes in this particular session of the game. Who knows? Maybe we'll get an anti-cube up here. Like I said before, I'm not exactly forcing myself to get the anti-cubes, but if there does become one available like there is now, well, it's gone. I would have probably gone for it, but Yeah, the anti-cubes, I'm not going to focus on those right now, so... But, like, if that actually was on the way over to the thing, I would have picked it up. Alright, so... Okay, I'm not supposed to go... Now I've got to find out where to go again. Alright. 1 second. Clock. Okay, I went through the entirely the wrong area, and I went through all those squishy blocks for nothing. Because my notes were queued up in the cave that we were at when we learned the Tetris blocks. And now I gotta remember where I went. So that's why this is taking longer than I thought. Because I thought I thought that where we were going was actually linked to the the clock tower area, and it's not. This is where it is, the observatory. Or no, this isn't the observatory, this is the museum, I think. It's one of the two. Oh no, we already went through the museum. I'm sorry, that's where we got the tome. No, this is the observatory area. Now I gotta go through all this. Grand, okay. Slowly shimmy over and jump over. Grab this. Climb up here. Hold on 1 second. Do I have to do something more there? Actually, yes, there is still some more stuff I have to do in this particular part of the area. There's an easy way to jump over there. Oh, there probably is. Just depends on how you look at things. I think the top, because I know that the topmost patch of ivy is like the most over to the right when we look in a certain way, and I think that's actually close to the... No, it's not. I've been lied to! Right, I guess we're going to have to go to the top and then work our way down to the... That statue area is where we want to be. Whoop. Or is it? Now I don't know anymore. Oh, it's over here. This is where we want to go. Alright. I think we can jump across here. Yes. Good. Alright. Now we're doing this. We're playing the feud. Okay. Now this is where basically the cave, the Tetris block cave was, if you may recall, or if you even just watched this this video directly after the last one. I didn't, because this is a whole week later. But now we're actually going to have to go all the way to the top in order to be able to get to where we need to be. Just trying to find the right... This is a good enough angle, I think. So we can just climb up this way. Well, that didn't work. Oh no, let's recharge it. We can do that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, some of the platforming in this game is not nice, but that's okay. It's part of the... There we go, that's what we wanted. I want to be on this edge. That works, actually. Because even if we're not, we can just hop our way up the sections. Or we can just, you know, get knocked onto a section that we weren't even on. That's cool, too. We weren't in between sections as far as I saw, so... Don't know what was up with that. I'll give you a pass this time, game. Well, that was okay, that was my fault. Because I forgot exactly how we jumped before. Even then, I would have had to go through this anyway. because this is back outside where we wanted to be and all that stuff. So it just dawned on me, these are all Tetris block shapes. These patches of ivy. Alright, the timer's gonna run out anyway, so I may as well hold on and hope that doesn't screw me the hell over. Okay, good. Come on. Up. There we go. Okay, good. And this tree was where the Tetris blocks were. Correct? Correct. Okay. So now we're back where I meant to start this video. Actually, I did start the video here technically, and then I had to restart it because I forgot to set the timer like a dumbass. So we're gonna go inside this door here. And this is where our next secret is going to be found. There's some writing on the walls here, but these aren't letters, and in fact you probably know what they are if you watched the extra videos that that Greg and I did during our Life is Strange playthrough. Again, one of the ones that I did was Fez, and well, I've just opened up this cube here. This is an artifact. It's a counting cube. It basically is used to scribe numbers. So you have found an ancient artifact. This is used to count. Let's take a look at it, shall we? So, the way it works is that you have a square, and the square can have lines put into it. If one line is going from the middle to the top to the middle, that's 1. From top to the right is 2, top to down is 3, and top to left is 4. And you can also have them going in multiple different directions, and that will be like the sum of whatever side. So if it was pointing to 1 and 2, that would be the same as 3. So there are a few numbers where you can actually write them down in a couple of different ways. So like, for example, this would be 4. This would be 1, 2, and 3, so that's 6. That would be, and of course this is actually, you know, set up so that you can be able to turn it around and put different, you know, marks, your stamps on your paper. But these are all the different kind of things you'll see. Like this would be, if this were in this position here, it would be 3 and 4. That's 7. And of course there's 0, and that's what 10 looks like. And you can even see that on the walls. There are equal signs. The equal signs are the same as they are in the real world, so that's basically what that means. So now not only can we interpret letters, we can also interpret numbers, and that's going to be incredibly useful for some puzzles later on. I don't feel like dealing with that black hole. Good. Alright, so there's an owl. That's going to be important later. And no, for those of you who know what the owls are for, I'm not going to go for the owls right away. They're basically for an anti-cube, which, like I said before, we're not. So we don't want to go out that warp, actually. We want to go back out to the observatory area and not die on our way down. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here because we're almost out of time. And when we come back, well, there's not much we can do in the observatory, but at least we can look around. I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?